Hello! It's been so long since I've last posted a video here on YouTube, and the reason for that is that I've gotten another child. He is soon starting kindergarten, so there will now be more time for videos, I hope, and more creative projects. Tomorrow we are leaving for northern Norway to visit my in-laws, and I would love to have a knitting project with me up there. So I thought that I would go to the yarn store today to buy some yarn. But when I got there, the yarn store closed like 20 minutes ago. So that's why the messy background, because I had to get creative and I've laid out all the yarn that could be suitable for this project. So the sweater I'm gonna knit is the Holger shirt. If you watched any of my earlier videos, you know that I love Petiteknits. She has the best recipes. So I'm gonna try this one, and it has a lot of colors, so I think it will be suitable for a scrap yarn project because you need actually 5 colors. Okay, so here we have the first group of the yarn, which is superwash yarn from various brands, but they are similar to the thickness and can be used all over. So as I said, I need 5 colors. So if I was going to go with this yarn, I would like to have the body with stripes, blue and white. And I really like this turquoise aqua color, and I would really like it to be the neck, but I don't have enough, sadly, just a little scrap. So if I go with these colors and this yarn, I might have to go and buy some more of this, because I really think it complements everything. So I guess we could just imagine this being the neck. So the body, and I think this would be the sleeve, one sleeve here. Let's take this away. And I think I would also put this color down on the bottom rib for the sweater. I feel like this could be really cute. Okay. So the next yarn is the Finull by Rauma. And here I do have a problem because I have almost too much colors to choose from. Again, I do like the white and blue. And then I could do... No, this will be very Swedish. But again, I do have yellow hair. Why not here? Maybe. And this is enough for the neck here. As you can see, I feel like the colors are actually very similar. So this, and I have light blue here. Maybe this could be the bottom rib. And then this could be one arm. So either choose this, which is one of my favorite yarns, and it would be perfect for a kindergarten sweater because it's warm, it's thin, you can have it under any suits, and here in Norway it's really cold. We love wool and we need it. This is also warm but not as warm. I guess that's the difference. Okay, I think we have a winner here. Blue and white for the bodies, one sleeve of burgundy, one sleeve of light gray. The neck with this green one, possibly also for the bottom rib, or this peach for the bottom rib. So I'm just going to start with the bodies with these two. Okay, so we're back and with a finished sweater. This was really fun to knit because I got to play around with colors and use many of my scrap yarns, but of course, as you saw, I bought another pink color for the neck. Oops, I just thought the pink colors was pink color was so beautiful that I had to buy it. It also has this beautiful shoulder construction, which makes the sweater just more interesting and fun to look at. And of course, it was really fun to knit the shoulder construction. I was a bit concerned before I started that the shoulder construction was going to be difficult to follow, that I needed to really concentrate to follow the pattern and not do any errors, but it was actually kind of easy and I just had really fun doing it. So I think the sweater turned out really great. I am really satisfied with it, but if I'm going to say something on the negative side, I have to say that the neck is a bit tight. The pattern says that you're supposed to knit down the neck ribbing, but when I was on that stage, I watched this Japanese show called Shogun, and obviously they talked a lot of Japanese, so I had to read the subtitles, and then I just didn't have the brain capacity to do it right, do it then. So I decided that I was just gonna sew it down instead, and I made sure to sew it down really loosely so it wouldn't be too tight to get over his head, but still that is the issue now. It's a bit tight, but I can get it over his head. But it's tight, and I feel like it's not the ribbing or the sewing down, it may be the sweater itself. But I can get it over his head now, so I won't frog it yet. But if I have a problem using it just because the neck is tight, then of course I have to take up the neck and knit it again. But for now, I'm going to keep it. The other thing that I was not completely satisfied with was that when knitting the stripes, Petiteknits suggests that you just keep the other color behind your work. You do not cut the thread, but you keep it behind, and then you just take up the color when it's time to use it again. So when doing that, you don't need to fasten hundred thousands of threads, luckily. But I didn't quite like the finish it gave. I feel like some of the blue is showing behind the white, some in white is showing behind the blue. So I didn't manage to do that as nicely as I would like to. But of course, this is a sweater for my son. I'm not going to sell it or anything, so I'm satisfied with it for now. But I guess if I was going to sell it, I would have to practice a bit on that technique and maybe just fasten the threads instead of keeping the yarn behind. Size wise, I think the sizes were really spot on. I knitted the smallest size, 1 to 2 years, for my son, and he is turning 1 year soon. And it was slightly on the bigger side, as you saw in the video, but I kind of like that because they grow so fast and I don't want it to be like it fits for a week and then I have to knit another one. So that was actually what I was hoping for, that it would be on the slightly bigger side. So I'm really satisfied with it. I think the pattern was easy to follow. It was fun with the colors and the stripes and the shoulder construction. Obviously, next time I would have to knit down the neck ribbing, not sew it down, and I guess and hope that will do the trick. So it will be a better size for the head. I could definitely knit this sweater again in different colors for his bigger brother or someone else. It was really fun to knit. So if you are contemplating knitting the Holger shirt, then go for it. If you like this sweater and you think the yarn is a bit too thin and you don't have the patience to knit a thin sweater, I can just say that Petiteknits also has this sweater in thicker yarn. I think the gauge is 20 stitches per 10 centimeters, and this pattern has 28 stitches per centimeters. So there's definitely hope for you if you don't have the patience to knit a thin version. Okay, so that was the Holger shirt. Thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions or comments, please put them below and I will answer as soon as I see them. And I'll see you next time. Bye!